All right, let's begin. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Tea with Taiko, where we talk with our ecosystem partners and get to know them better. Today, we are joined by Hemera. Welcome, Shanta now, and I am sorry if I said your name incorrectly.
No, that's perfectly fine. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here. So super delighted. Yep.
We are very happy to have you. So, let's begin with the questions then. How did Hemera start, and what issues does Hemera solve in this crypto industry?
Yeah, for sure. So, Hemera started way back in 2020. It's been around 4 or 5 years that Hemera has been building out data level infrastructure for developers to build on top of it. If you ask the why was Hemera built? So, there are a lot of new blocks coming in and out every day. But getting out data from those blockchains is a very tedious task and also can be a very costly task on the other hand, right? So let's say if I want to essentially get out data for my particular wallet, that can be a very big challenge at this point in time. I mean, of course, I have some APIs, I can run my own subgraphs, but what if I want more quantified data, more granular set of data? So that's where Hemera comes in. You can run our own account-centric indexing network, which we have very recently launched out. You can also customize your own UDFs, which are user-defined functions, and these set of user-defined functions are like sort of classes functions that a user writes and run it parallelly with the indexer. So you write a particular logic. So let's say I want to put out I want to get a data for the last 10 days of my transaction history. I can do that using UDFs. So yeah, that's what Hemera is trying to solve with the whole plethora of data that is there on the different set of blockchains, and that is how Hemera is trying to solve that.
Nice. So you formed at 2020, so you have been in this market for a very long time. How was your
Ah,
experience working with Taiko then? We are a relatively young chain.
yeah, for sure. I mean, no, not really a young team. Taiko has been like a super supportive and super exciting team that we have been working. But just an FYI, I'm a DevRel at Hemera. I'm not the founder, but yeah,
Mhm.
I've been like it's been like 3 months that I've been with Hemera and I've been helping out build more development strategies. But yeah, on a side note, Taiko has been like a very supportive ecosystem partner for us. We have a grand factory hackathon that we are running together. And since it's an EVM chain, a lot of exciting things are happening from our side as well. We are building a lot of exciting toolkits specifically for Taiko. And if anybody who wants to specifically build on Taiko using Hemera, you can easily do that. We have docs that are readily available. You can just refer them out. I can also drop the link to our indexer. You can run your own indexer locally.
Sure.
Just give me a moment. I'll drop that maybe in some time. But yeah, you can check that out. This is one of the examples that we have on how to build out a dedicated UDF. And all you need to do is just change the RPC. So you can get an Typo tested RPC. You change this out, you run the indexer, and you should be good to go.
Awesome. So I'm not a technical person, not too technical. I was
Mhm.
looking at your website and other documents, and I'm wondering what is an ACI network, and how does it benefit to developers?
Yeah, for sure. So, so essentially, ACI network mainly is essentially focuses on more on-chain profiles. So, I'll give you an example. So, for EVM ecosystem, let's say I have a particular wallet, which is wallet X, and let's say for me, it's the code.panda.eth. That is my ENS. Now, that ENS can be used for multiple ERC20 wallets or EVM compatible chains, right? So I have a set of on-chain profile with that particular ENS that is being created. Now, this is my account, right? The coderpanda.eth, my ENS, is an account. If I want to have like a on-chain profiling, or if I want to have more detailed granular information about the particular account, let's say the age of the account, what are the types of meme coins that I'm trading, what are the different set of forecast followers that I have for my particular account. So these are account centric user bases, sorry, account centric statistics. So these can be easily fetched out using account-centric indexing, and that is what ACI network is essentially. Wherein you can run your own indexer, you can put out your logic out, and for a specific account, you can get the chunk of data that's out there.
So this is essentially creating a database where developers can use the information to take the next step, whatever their projects may be, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, to simplify the sentence, yes.
Yes.
They get to that.
I like simplifications. That's how I understand. So awesome. This really opens a lot of possible applications for this type of technology, because without data, everybody needs data. Any kind of thing you are building, I assume you will based on this data. So Hemera is aiming to give information to people, to decision makers, to take the next step and level up their user experience, essentially. So another thing is UDFs. You already mentioned them a couple of times, so let's dive into them. What are they, and what do they do? And if I want to build one, can I? If I was a developer, can I build one on Taiko? And how do I go about that?
Yeah, 100%. So three essential points for understanding what UDFs are. So firstly, UDFs are basically triggers that run parallel to the indexes that you're trying to run. One is UDFs are essentially used to extract specific data from the blockchain. When I say specific, so let's just say, as we were emphasizing in the previous question as well, right? That if you want to pull out data for my particular followers from Farcash, that is very specific data that I want from my user profile. So you can write that logic in the in the UDF as a UDF function, and you can run that out. Second is processing the data according to the custom logics. So let's say if you have like a custom set of logic that you want to build or custom data that you want to chunk out. Let's say you have like a very detailed transaction history and you want to cut things down and make it short, and you want to just pull out data for like, let's say I have an account history for 10 years. I'm just giving an example. But, and I just want data for the like last 3 months. I just wanted to customize it. Let's say wallet address, transaction hash, at the rate. That's it. That's all I want. So I can customize this based on my own custom logic, put that logic in a Python script, which is, and run that in the indexer and parallelly chunks out the data. You can define the own output. You can define the own output. So one is you can have the output as a CSV. Second, you can have it as a JSON. And third, you can define your own data source as well. So essentially, when you run the indexer when you're in the ACI network, we package the Postgres DB in hand. So all of the data that is being chunked up, we can easily pass it to a Postgres DB, and that is stored in the DB directly. So you can use the DB to directly access the data from the DB in your application, or else put it into any business intelligence units like ClickHouse, ClickHouse, or Excel, or different set of data sets that you want. So yeah, essentially these are UDFs. So if somebody wants to build an UDF, I can share the cheat sheet as well right after this call on how to build something on Hemera, your own UDFs. So UDFs has like a set of different set of components. I can just quickly walk through a set of components that we have. So one is the models, right? So we have like a set of models that you have to define. Second, you have to define the data classes. So purpose of the model essentially is to define the structure of how you want to store the data in the database. That's what model is. And for the data classes, these are basically these are the classes that are provided to you, and you can use these classes to access the in-memory data structure that is out there that we have already provided. So pre-existing data classes. So we have transaction types, transaction history, and a lot of other types of data classes that we have. So yeah, that's how you can build your own UTS. But I can share the documentation. It doesn't take a lot of time. With the AI things that are out there, right, with Cursor and all of these exciting AI code editors, you can do it very swiftly. So you just need to put in your logic, tweak the code a little bit, and you should be good to go.
Sure. You can share anything you want with us, by the way, if you want to share the screen as well. If you have a demonstration, we are open to it. But if you are not, I don't make me put you on the spot. You already give enough information for the developers to chase the services of Hemera. So, do you have specific data classes, examples where a developer can extract information with UDFs?
Yeah, for sure. I think for this I might have to share my screen. Just give me a moment.
Please, do you have the privileges?
I think yes. I'll just quickly check. Oh, yeah, I can. Oh no, I don't think I have the privilege to that.
Or like, how do we do this?
Just a second. I think I might have to quit Discord and come back. Never mind. I can just share the just the code snippet out here, and I can explain it through here as well. Yeah. So just give me a second. Yeah. So you can just look at this file. This is one of our. I'll just share the file link here. So this is our very latest commit. It's basically for pulling out ERC721 tokens from a particular contact address. So you can pull out all the transactions. You can pull out all the data directly. So if you look at this particular file, there is on the code, sorry, on the line number 9, you can see there is a class that we have written, which is called ERC721 token. So this essentially is a detailed model. And below that, if you can see, there is a model data mapping, domain mapping, sorry. So basically, this is how you can access the classes directly. And there is another set of file, which is called token mint job. Let me share that file as well. Unfortunately, something is wrong with my Discord, so I'm unable to share my screen. But yeah, so if you, in this particular file, if you look at this particular class at line number 30, let me see if I can share a screenshot. Yes, I was able to share a screenshot. So if you guys can look at the code here, this particular screenshot code. So there are two dependencies. There are two essential things here, right? One is dependency type, and the second is the output type. So in the dependency type, you can see in the array that we have written transaction. So this transaction is a data model or the data class. So this is dependent class, and on this class you can easily chunk out all the transactions, and all the logic for chunking out the transactions is written in this dependency class. So you can easily use this, and this is one of the examples of what data classes would look like. Similarly, for the output type, ERC20 token mint is what we have written, and depending on the output type that we have defined, it could be, as I said, it could be PostgreSQL, it could be CSV file, or it could be plain JSON that you can talk about your console as well. So yeah, this is what essentially the data classes are. Sorry.
Yeah, so any type of information, any type of data, you can extract with Hemera and make use of them in shape or form you want. Okay. Do you have any interesting cases that you have completed?
Yeah. So there are a couple of things that Hemera has been trying to print out. One is social scan.io. So I'm not sure if you had seen this. Let me share the link as well. So this is an AI agent that is built on top of Hemera's. Oh, I think link sharing is not allowed.
Send me a DM. I will send to the chat.
Yeah. I'll drop in Telegram. Yes, I'll just set you a
All right.
So yeah, Social Scan is it's a community-owned AI agents that we are building out. So essentially, this particular product that we are building out runs on top of the ACI network. So all the things that you can see here, it's free to use. You can log in and experience the platform, and please do let us know your feedback as well. But yeah, this platform essentially uses ACI network and UDFs predefined for multiple blockchains out there. We are building out very exciting use case, which is called Taiko agent, wherein you can chat with the Taiko agent, know more about real-time things that are happening on the Taiko blockchain, and as well as get access to tutorials on top of Taiko as well. But it's still under the build. We are still building it out. So as soon as it's out, for sure, I'll let the community know. So yeah, these are the quite latest developments that are happening from our side.
Okay, AI agents are an interesting topic. So if you are building one for Taiko, this agent will be able to answer whatever I ask about Taiko, right?
Yeah, that's right. So anything. So let's say if I want to know what are the type of transactions that I've done, uh, or let's say what is my balance in the Taiko chain for this particular contract advice. So this AI agent would fetch it out based on the UDFs that we have written, and then give out the right answer to you. And it is very real time because it is a UDF and running on the live indexes that is running. On the other hand, you can also get some. You can also train this based on your own custom inference, put out your own data sets, things like that. But yeah, this is just an example of what it is, what would it look like when it's out.
Like the custom GPTs that you build on ChatGPT, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is like a GPT on top of our own blockchain data. If I sum it up in an easy sentence, so that's it. That's what we're at.
That sounds really promising because when the ChatGPT started, we were using it like it was magic. We were asking trying to find fun questions, but as time progressed, they actually replaced search engines.
Right.
Basically use it instead of Google to find what I want. So if in this Taiko agent, maybe it will replace the scanners. So you will ask the agent what transactions I did like at 16th of May, and it will tell me whatever I did on that date. Will it be like
Yeah,
a user facing thing, like any user will be able to go ahead and use it?
yeah. It would be as simple as ChatGPT. So, very familiar to the interface that we have with ChatGPT. A simple text area where you can put in your text, chat with the bot, and yeah, I mean, very simple, very straightforward. So, friendly UI and similar to what GPT experience gives you, but yeah, more on-chain and real-time data is what we are working on.
Yeah, that sounds real promising.
Yep.
All right. Since this one was a really exciting project, do you have other ones in the pipeline?
I mean, majorly this is the one that we have. We also have like a few exciting product suite that we're trying to build at Hemera.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. So let me just drop those things as well. So one, we have airdrop verification thing. We are looking to verify. So if you are somebody who wants to airdrop your token to multiple folks, airdrop auditing, airdrop background check, all of these things can easily be done. And there is an exciting product suite. Let me just drop that. And there is a power user as well. So if you're an enterprise who's looking on understanding the power user who uses a chain or who uses a protocol, you can easily do that. So there are a couple set of things that are out there. These are some of the things that I'm trying to sum up here. But yeah, if you have any questions, if you have anything specific, feel free to reach out. And I'll be
Yes, especially developers. To developers who are looking for getting their job lots easier,
Yep.
because this is a tool for mainly developers that are looking to get things more helpful way, more get their jobs easier, so they can have time to actually build products and build solutions. That's really important part, especially with AI. AI is changing everything. So I want to ask you about that. When you started 2020, obviously there was, but not like this. There wasn't an AI revolution. So how did ChatGPT's arrival, or ChatGPT and other AI tools arrival, made your life change? What changed for you? Because it changed a lot of things for us overnight, basically.
Yeah, I mean, 100%. One is ease of work. You don't have to spend a lot of time in uh, in a lot of things, right? ChatGPT simplifies those actions. And if you're a dev, sometimes you get stuck with a lot of logical things, right? And that's where I think a lot of these AI agents come into rescue. You can ask those questions, you can use it as assistants, I always recommend and suggest people to use AI agents as an assistance rather than a dependency. You should not depend on it and make it your entire wholesale dependency. You should for sure use it to get some suggestions, enhancements, and stuffs. But yeah, and yes, 100%. AI has actually changed a lot of lives. A lot of impactful things are happening after the AI existence came into the picture, and I think specifically for the crypto ecosystem, having a more chain centric AI, I think that can be a game changer. Wherein you can easily fetch your data, you can easily understand what's happening, and speculate things accordingly, and then make your decisions. So yeah.
Yeah, because one of the most common sayings for the last years is AI will never replace you, but someone who is using AI may replace you. So gotta take
Yeah,
advantage of it.
100%. 100%. I agree to that. 100%.
Yeah. So we are at the last 5 minutes or so. So if the listeners have any questions, write it down or hop on stage to ask about AI too. Shantanu is a AI expert, I assume, because he's working with AI a lot. So ask your questions. So other than that, you are working on social solutions like projects who are dealing with a lot of data to make their life easier. Do you come across really interesting data requests? I'm sure you can't tell us everything, but were there any particular demands that stuck out for you?
I'm very new to the whole Hemera ecosystem as of now, but there have been a few exciting data requirements that I've been working on previously. So I was building this AI. I was working with one of my friends' AI startup. Of course, I can't reveal all the data, but yeah, I can give you like a sneak peek of what kind of data that we were working on. So the request that came into us was, they wanted to understand which meme coin can do rug pull for them. So which is very very weird for them. I mean, somebody who's creating their own meme coin, they wanted to speculate when they can do a rug pull. So that was a very creepy yet annoying request that we got. Of course, we didn't fulfill it because we that goes against the ethos of the whole ecosystem. But yeah, there are a lot of weird things that come across the way. There are people who actually leverage data for the good things, and there are people who leverage data for the bad things as well.
Yeah, it's all data, right? After all, AI should be impartial, and data is data, and information is information. What you do with it, yeah, that's interesting. So, any questions, guys? All right. Well, I don't have any questions. Do you have anything to add? Anything to let users know about?
Just a quick note on the Grand Factory hackathon.
Yes.
So, guys, if anybody's building on Hemera, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'd be more than happy to assist, more than happy to help. And yeah, anything on data that you want to chat about, anything specific, feel free to just tag me in the channel, and I'll be more than happy to assist. Once again, thank you so much, Virat, for having me here. It was talking to you and pleasure answering all the great questions that you had.
Thank you so much, and thank you for building on Taiko and building something that has this much potential to change maybe the how users experience the network itself. Having a AI agent that can help you and answer everything is really important, because just look at our Discord. When someone has questions, and you have to have questions because you are in this decentralized space and you have to do your research, and your research must be dependable. And if Hemera can provide that, that is really valuable, because we need correct data at every level, not just developer level. User needs that data to make decisions every day. So I really do believe in a product like this one.
Got it.
Yeah, so thanks again. This conversation will be on YouTube, Taiko's channel. So if you guys joined late, feel free to check that out. And thanks for joining. See you next week on Tea with Taiko.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Take care, guys.